Welcome back to Boston has entered the chat. George Balekji, Travis Thomas here. T, let's get into it, man.
Come on.
Roman Anthony makes the Red Sox debut, long-awaited, number one prospect in all of baseball, not just in their farm system. And for a team that was 32-35 heading into last night, hosting the Rays for 3 games, Yankees for 3 games after that, both at Fenway. There was still the shouts, right? It started with whispers, it started with questions, then it was shouts and slamming your fist on the table. When is Roman Anthony coming up? Because there had to be something to do with this lineup. The bats have picked up, but it had to be better, had to be more consistent all throughout. Finally made his debut, so let's start there. Now he goes 0 for 4, drew a walk, struck out looking, flew out, lined out, grounded out as well, but also had an RBI in this game too. This is a guy that highly anticipated, hit 5th in his major league debut. After all this time being said, well, he's not ready yet, 5th in your major league debut. And we know the pressure that will be there for a guy like him with the hype he has, the expectations he has on himself. He's not going to be the savior for the Red Sox. As a team, they need to help themselves, but it was important for the Sox to finally call him up. Now, it was due to a Willie Abreu injury, but give him the opportunity, learn at the major league level, and now we're going to see Marcelo Meyer, Christian Campbell, Roman Anthony, the big 3 together, develop together.
That's a key. Did you mention his error in the field? Because that's where I want.
He had his error in the 5th inning as well, and
that looked like nerves, George.
It was, yes, it was nerves. He rushed, but he never centered himself to that ground ball that was in the right field. That's fundamentals. Why are you reaching over your left leg with your glove? Why would you do that when you know from the little league level, get in front of a ground ball, 2 hands down. It's major league level, you put 1 hand down. And that's where we've seen Ceddanne Rafaela make the same mental errors at center field. Skipping the cutoff, shooting at home. We've seen guys not know where to go when they could turn a double play or get it out and keep it smart. And then we see that goes into some of the frustration we've felt with this team. We see with this team. Lou Merloni on 3-10 to left went off about it. What are they doing down in Worcester, where he also had that error in the 5th? He fielded a ground ball similarly. And I remember watching going, you got to get in front of that. But he got it done. So he has that error in right. After the game, took accountability. Know he has to be better, especially with runs scoring on that error. This is a team, again, we talk margins. Brendan Bernardino, he had that wild pitch that got by. He had that throwing error to second. When you look at Roman Anthony, error in right, Bernardino, what he was doing on the mound, literally throwing runs away, and they lose 10-8 in the 11th inning.
That's just...
It's the story of this team. They still have to clean it up.
But there's so much fight in the team. Going back to Anthony, Anthony's debut almost helped quell the loss in a way, because it was a typical Red Sox loss of they battle back. This team has so much fight. Go to extras, and then you blow it, right? It happens. Here's the thing I'm thinking, though. I'm looking ahead. Yes, we're talking Anthony. Yes, he's up. Yes, I'm happy that Anthony, Meyer, and Campbell are all here getting big league experience. All good. But we still have a playoff push to focus on here, and I need these young kids to help us out to get there, right? So I'm looking at this now. Yes, this team shows a lot of fight, showed it last night, as they have all season in these close 1-run and more losses. But honestly, Buehler, I need Giolito. We have fighters here who have to start throwing punches, because you can't lose this series to the Rays. You get all this momentum from this Yankees series in the Bronx. You come back home, game 1, you lose it. Come on now. So Buehler has to pitch better. Giolito has to pitch better. If they can, this team can still win this series. That's what I need to see for the next 2 games. I just hope they can, because the last time out, it didn't look great.
Brian Bayo, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, had 4 Ks, but pitched well. Pitch count wasn't up there either, but pulled after throwing 82. Again, you allow 3 earned runs, then Bernardino gets on the mound and records 1 out, allows 2 runs. And the wild pitch was no chance. The opposite batter's box behind the batter. If there was a righty up, it would have been behind his back. What is happening there? And there's absolutely flubs a throw to second, trying to pick off a runner as well. The mistakes by him were inexcusable. And that's where, again, you get out of a situation, your starting pitcher, which they needed, gets you a quality start, only 3 earned runs, may not get the win, but at least gets a job to set up the bullpen for success. That's right. Falter that way. That's where the struggles are with this team. And even go into the extra innings. Zach Kelly just missing with the bases loaded on his location on the pitch. Good framing by Connor Wong. Walks in what would be the game-winning run. That's when the Rays take the 9-8 lead. It's margins. It's inches. It's the details for this Red Sox team that keeps them, instead of being 33 and 34 and 35, and 2 games away from 500, 32 and 36, and always just looking far up.
Yet, despite all of this, my friend, that we're talking about, the mistakes, the errors, the late game follies, if you will. Giolito, we just talked about, not a great outing the last time we saw him. Sox not great at Fenway. All the things we're saying, all the young kids up learning their way. I'm looking right now because it always comes back to gambling for me, George. Even odds right now for the game tonight. Even odds. So even Vegas is like, yeah, the Red Sox drive you crazy, but the talent is there. They could win this game. Even odds. So I do believe that tonight we will get a better Giolito. God help us. And same with Buehler, too, who I have more confidence in.
Yeah.
But I am looking at the series. I cannot take my eyes off the ball for these next 5 games now. We talked about next 6 yesterday, yesterday we were talking about that, but now it's the next 5. You have 2 more against the Rays, and then here come the Yankees. It's just no time. There's no rest for the weary here. I know we're all in love with Roman Anthony being here with the big leaguers, great, but you got to stay the course too. And if you fall to the Rays, you get swept, or they take 2 out of 3, it's not helping you get to where you need to get. And so even with Anthony coming up and all the excitement, this team has to lock in and focus and start winning games at Fenway. This is another thing I keep bringing up to you that's driving me nuts. I don't know what it is. Why can't you win at home? Let's start tonight. Giolito must pitch better than he did last time, and for the Sox to even have a shot.
And this is a team that we're seeing Trevor Story get on a hot streak now.
Yeah.
7 RBIs, 7 hits, his last 3 games. When a guy like that is finally pulling through and hitting where he is in that 4th spot in your lineup.
Got to have support.
Exactly. And we've seen it from the back end of the lineup, but that's where it has to all tie together. What I did like in Roman Anthony's debut is we see Kevin Cash put in a lefty reliever to match up with Roman Anthony.
Yeah.
That's out of respect. And Alex Cora kept him in. And you know what he's doing there? Learn.
Yes.
Learn at the MLB level. Fail at the MLB level. Now, he sat him down to 4 pitches. He saw a nasty sweeper to strike him out looking. Hey, that's the difference between AAA and MLB stuff.
Man.
And he still looked poised in the batter's box.
Yeah.
Made good contact as well. Drew a walk. This is a kid that's going. Development today in Major League Baseball isn't how we grew up.
Right.
It's not failing at the minor league level, playing 300 games and then coming up to Major League Baseball. It's now failing at the Major League level. And it goes back to what we said before. Red Sox fans, the team, everybody involved. Roman Anthony with himself, give grace, give patience, and understanding. This kid won't save the team alone. The team as a whole is the only thing that can save themselves. And it's whether hitting 1 through 9 in the lineup, it's a relief pitchers coming in after the starters, not making errors in the field and throwing wild pitches. It's a team as a whole that can get them back to 500 and above it. I'm excited to see what Roman Anthony does when he'll fail in game 2, fail in game 3. But then the successes will grow on top of that. That's what I'm excited to see with this kid. I give credit to Alex Cora, giving him all the at-bats, giving him all the exposure and all the reps to grow at this level. That's what you have to do. You're going to call him up. He needs to get the full serving, baptism by the fire.
That's what it is.
And that's what the Red Sox and Alex Cora are doing.
I think that's well said. It is baptism by fire because the best players, and I appreciate you bringing up how it's changed too over time, because when we were kids, you were in the minors a long time.
Yeah.
But now, yes, it is baptism by fire, but the best players who respond to it, who grow quickly, and who make an impact. I always tell you the story. Covering Juan Soto earlier in his career, that's a guy who came in and was in big moments in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Big moments in the World Series, George, as a kid. And he stepped up, handled the spotlight, and the rest is history with Juan Soto's career, right? So I look at this as the best players almost really have a swag or a unshakable confidence to them that even when they struggle, because they will, and usually to your point, it's out of the gate. Because you have to get used to the speed and the differences of the big leagues and the minors. Yeah. But they're unshakable. They're unflappable. So by the time they say, okay, I got this timing now, I figured this out now, boom, they can make it happen. Whereas if you're the kind of player that the moment is too big, the stage is too big, the lights are too bright, it can mess with your head. It can mess with your confidence. I get none of that from Roman Anthony at all. Marcelo Meyer either, to be fair. Those guys feel like baptism by fire is just fine to them, and we just have to wait for them to come out of it.
Roman Anthony turned 21 a month ago.
It's insane.
And the least amount of reps he's gotten defensively was in right field, and he made his debut. Misty night, tough elements. He's not going to use that as an excuse in right field. Now here's the next lever. What does Alex Cora do? Do you keep Roman Anthony in right? Is that where you envision him? Do you move Ceddanne Rafaela into right field, Jaron Duran into center, and Roman Anthony into left where he was playing at the AAA level?
Can I interject? I think you should move all these kids around. Here's why. We've already, I'm not even going to say any names. We've already experienced some things where I don't play that. I don't want to go to that position. No. Let's set the tone now with all these guys. Yeah. We'll interchange you wherever we want in this lineup and make that normal. Normalize that.
You've seen that with Christian Campbell playing games in center. I mean, Marcelo Myers playing out of position. Yeah. He's a shortstop. He's playing third. And
Keep that consistent.
And you hear no quibbles with him from that as well.
Do it with
Roman Anthony made his major league debut out of position. So you're right to see that buy-in.
Yes.
You see, even guys like Abraham Toro, playing out of position. Romy Gonzalez, a ball player, playing first.
That's what I'm saying.
The buy-in for the team.
That should be the standard. We will move you wherever we can help the team.
And again, this is a guy that just turned 21. Aaron Judge, when he made his MLB debut, was 24 years old, and it wasn't until the end of that Yankees season. 24 years old, over 350 minor league games under his belt. Roman Anthony just eclipsed 300 games in his minor league experience. But again, this is a kid, 21 versus 24. The strength, the maturity, the mental makeup, everything is different. In those 3-year difference, I give a lot of credit. Again, Roman Anthony looked good in the box, good eye on the ball. And you know what? He's going to fail a lot. It's patience has to be from Red Sox.
Much like a young Aaron Judge, Roman Anthony can hit a baseball over those mountains. We saw it.
Look, man, if he's good, if he's great, it doesn't have to be all world.
That's right.
Then that's a win for the Red Sox.
Amen.
The kid's just 21. Patience matters. Baptism by the fire. We'll take another break here on Boston Has Entered the Chat. When we're back, we'll be talking some Bruins fans.
Yeah.
What's annoying in hockey? Pete Blackburn shares with us on that one. And hey, make sure to stay and get the latest up-to-date live Boston sports headlines, along with your daily dose of trending sports and social topics every weekday on Boston Has Entered the Chat. Catch us live at 8 a.m. on NESN and 9 a.m. on NESN Nation every Monday through Friday.